Incoming transmission.
Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 17th of April, and it's Easter Monday. I hope you've had a very, very happy Easter weekend. So I thought we'd go with the egg theme today and play the remake of Crystal Kingdom Dizzy on the ZX Spectrum. And I remember playing the original Crystal Kingdom Dizzy. I haven't reviewed it yet, but it's something I will get around to. But as you can see, it's very egg-themed, which I thought was excellent for this weekend. So I thought I'd come have a look. And bloody hell, what a great job they've done of this. Absolutely fantastic. That loading screen alone is worth the price of admission. It's absolutely bang on. Look at the colours. Look at the colours at the bottom. I always wonder what kind of egg Dizzy actually was. Because you reckon he's a Cadbury's cream egg? Do you reckon, you know, people would up and say, how do you eat yours? I don't know. But there you go, you know. It's either that or a ping pong ball. I can't quite work it out, but I think he's an egg. Yeah, Dizzy the egg with boxing gloves. And this game is amazing. They've done an absolutely stunning job on this. Absolutely nailed it. And I think it's based more on the Amiga version of the game than it is on the ZX Spectrum version. But this music is absolutely brilliant. I actually prefer this music to the original release of Crystal Kingdom. They've actually, you know, remade this from the ground up, and they've done a stunning job. Look at the screen at the bottom. Look, the status screen is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the colours in there. I mean, it's a shame, isn't it, really, that people didn't really squeeze out the potential of the ZX Spectrum back in the day. We're seeing it now for the first time, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm so impressed with some of the remakes and the new software that we're seeing on the Spectrum these days. I mean, look at some of my recent Spectrum reviews if you want to see some of the more recent stuff that's come out. It just shows what the Spectrum was really capable of, and it had so much potential and it was just untapped at the time. But this shows you what a Dizzy game really could have been like on the ZX Spectrum. And Crystal Kingdom Dizzy, when it was first released on the Speccy, was the biggest adventure yet, and it was a full price title. It was $9.99, but it didn't really offer anything that the other games didn't. You know, it wasn't that much bigger than the others, and there wasn't anything so much special for it. But it was a full price game instead of the $1.99 or $2.99 range that the other Dizzy games came out at. So that was a little bit of a letdown when it came out. I'm not sure how well it did with the big box $9.99s, but this remake is absolutely stunning. And look at the colours on just that screwdriver, absolutely brilliant. Now, this is 128K only, as you can probably tell by the music. In fact, let me just shush for a minute, and you can hear the music for yourselves. So there you go, a nice jaunty tune, and I'll tell you what, it'll get stuck in your head for ages. Now, they've added quite a lot to this game. The genie there that wasn't in the original release, which is just amazing. It's just such a catchy tune. Sorry, but yeah, they've taken quite a lot of interesting bits and pieces from the other Dizzy games and worked them in, which is nice. The damage system from Spellbound is in there. The eating the fruit system from Spellbound also is present and correct, which is great. But look at this screen we're on now. The wishing well. Look at it. Look at the colours on there. Absolutely brilliant, and the little mound of earth to the right hand side of us now, absolutely fabulous. I mean, this is what a Dizzy game could have been like. I mean, well, it is, you know, because you can play this on an actual Spectrum. It's not just an emulation, it's a proper Dizzy game on an actual Speccy, which is absolutely blooming brilliant, everybody. The puzzle element is still there, so you've got to go and find different objects to take to different places to be able to enable your progress to, you know, carry on, which is great. You take damage from, obviously, enemies on the screen. If they touch you, you lose health. If you plummet from a great height, then you also lose health. So you've got to be a bit careful of certain things that don't kill you, because you've got 4 lives in total. You will meet people along the way, like CJ there from Elephant Antics. You can probably remember that. So you've got to go and find him some food. And there you go. We've got the we've got the spanner there so we can repair the generator and stuff like that. So the puzzle element is always present, and you know, if you're a Dizzy fan, you're going to enjoy this. You are absolutely going to lap this up in spoonfuls because it's absolutely brilliant. And the puzzles aren't too taxing. I found the original Crystal Kingdom Dizzy not quite as fun, but this is amazing, and this is the first time I've played this, so to actually be able to compare it, I really should review the original game as well, just so you guys have something to compare it to. But if you haven't played the original Crystal Kingdom Dizzy, then I suggest you have a go, so you can actually see the differences for yourself. But look at that animated waterfall and all sorts of stuff. So you can tell there, to get past the waterfall, we're going to need to find an object to get us past it. So to do that, we've obviously got to solve some of the puzzles first. So you can see the levels the screens are laid out incredibly nicely, and everything is within, you know, it's all accessible. So there's no sort of running around for too long and not being able to get what you want. You can see there the animations on the birds and everything else. I don't think I'm going to make this. I think I'm going to die. Oh no! Dizzy was pecked by a bird, and I lost a life. So now I've got 3 lives left. Now the cloud system is back, so we can navigate across the clouds quite safely. Just remember to jump so you don't fall through them. But the devs have done such a good job on this game. I'm really, really impressed, and I can't really praise them enough. The music, the graphics, everything is absolutely stunning. Absolutely love it. And there you go, there's the bear pit. We found a peanut, so we can go and give that to CJ now, which is absolutely fantastic. So let's go and have a look and see what he's going to give us now. He might give us something that will help. I'm not too sure, but it's a joy, an absolute joy. I think if you are a Dizzy fan, you're going to love this. If you're a puzzle fan, you're going to love this. If you're not a Dizzy fan, have a go. I mean, Dizzy's not to everybody's tastes, obviously, but a majority of Spectrum owners will have at least played at least one Dizzy game during their Spectrum life cycle. And if you haven't, grab yourself an emulator and get yourself some Dizzy going on. Now, there's a brand new Dizzy game, actually. It's just come out recently. Mystery World Dizzy, I think, on the Nintendo Entertainment System, which I will be looking at again in the very near future, because that is worth a look as well. It's like Fantasy World Dizzy on steroids. So we're going to have a look at that in the very near future as well. But if you were a Dizzy fan, grab yourself a copy of this because it's absolutely brilliant, and you know, support the guys as well. They've done an absolutely stunning job on this. They deserve to have a little bit of, you know, recognition for their hard work. If you would like, I will put the download link in the description below, so you can go and grab yourself a copy of this game, and support the devs, because with games of this quality, you know, we're in for a treat coming over the near future. If games are at this standard, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And the future of retro gaming is a bright one. There's so many people out there, very talented people out there, like Mr. Trevor Story, I'll just name for one, who's actually working on the sequel to Soulless, and I can't wait for that. And he's got some other games up his sleeve as well, so I'll be hopefully looking to review those when they're released, so look out for those. Obviously there are other games that have been released in the last couple of years which are on this channel, so go and check those out as well. But this is a joy. I mean, the Dizzy series is a very, very close one to my heart. I remember playing the very first Dizzy game. It was I had the choice of either Dizzy or Spiky Harold Goes Hibernating, and I chose Dizzy. And I can't say that I was disappointed with that choice, because Spiky Harold is frustratingly bloody hard. So yes, I chose the right one. But this is a much nicer version of Crystal Kingdom Dizzy. They really have reworked the screens and everything else. It just works incredibly nicely, and it's just gorgeous. The colour schemes that they've actually implemented into this are absolutely fantastic. The puzzles aren't exactly, I mean, they're taxing enough, I guess. They, you know, keep you coming back for more. But they've done it in the traditional Dizzy way, so you're not going to be stuck for too long wondering what this is for and what that's for. Because, I mean, an umbrella, we know what that's for, don't we? It's for the waterfall. So we're going to head over there now and go under there and see what joys are available. So yes, I'm absolutely blown away. And this is a 2017 game release. This is not one that's been released in the last 2-3 years. This is like literally less than a week old, I think. If I've got my times and dates correct, this was released very, very recently. So they've done an absolutely brilliant job with everything. The graphics on the items that you pick up are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. The umbrella and the diamond, if that was probably back in the Spectrum, they'd probably be monochrome. But, you know, there's a nice little bit of shading and everything with there to make them actually stand out. So, that has been Crystal Kingdom Dizzy 2017 Remake. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys, and I hope you've all had a fantastic Easter. I will be back very shortly with a brand new review for you all. And welcome to the channel, new peeps. See you soon. Bye-bye!